Hello, it's Felicity from Zenisa Tarot, the place for emotional healing and gain wisdom from tarot to navigate your life. So this is June tarot reading for the sign of Libra. So let's look at the general energy at play for you in June. It feels like at the beginning of the month, you will feel restricted and limited, and you will feel like you are being tied to something, and maybe there are some choices that you need to make, and you feel that your emotions or someone and pushing you emotionally to choose something that you do not want to choose, or maybe emotionally you are still contemplating and you're still thinking about what to do, but then emotionally you're being pushed to choose quickly, and also you feel some kind of restriction and not being able to be free for yourself. And you also feel that your emotions are being exposed at some point, and maybe you feel that people are picking on you emotionally, you are being pinpointed, and so maybe other people are exposing your emotions, and you feel like you're being judged, and you are not free to express yourself, and you are not free to be yourself. At the beginning, maybe you feel like this, but then later on, after some time, you take your time to contemplate, and you choose to move forward, and you choose what you want, and you choose your stick to your passion, and slowly, and between two choices, or between some obstacles, you finally liberate yourself from some kind of limitations. You feel that finally you are able to be yourself, and you accept yourself as who you are, and you do not judge yourself, and so you are more likely to present yourself as who you are, and not worry about being judged. And also you may feel that something happened and it's going to hit you first before everyone else, and then you feel like you are leading some kind of a direction, but then the direction is not something that you want to go, but then maybe a group of people, maybe some kind of team, just pushing you emotionally, pushing you forward, and giving you some kind of direction, and that direction is not what you want, and so you have to find out the way to free yourselves from this kind of direction and go to your own direction. And before the whole team reach to a certain direction, you have to know your own direction, even though it's not mainstream, even though your direction or your path is not some kind of mainstream. You have to go on your own way, right? And instead of being pushed around emotionally, find your direction, go on your own way, and try to listen to your soul, and accept some kind of opportunity that you feel is going to bring some kind of prosperity in your future, rather than listen to other people's emotion and caring for other people's emotions. And sometimes the more you care about your own emotions, and the more you are willing to sacrifice yourself. So it's not time to sacrifice yourself for others and care for others' emotions. Sometimes, in order to follow our own direction, we have to be a little bit of selfish, because after all, it's your own path. Of course, that doesn't mean that you have to harm others physically. No harming others physically, maybe emotionally. Others may not feel very comfortable, but then it's not harming others. By being yourself, sometimes it's just reflecting others people's issue. When you're being yourself, it doesn't mean that you have to harm someone emotionally. If others feel that you are being hurt just because you are being yourself, then it's their own lessons sometimes. it's their own lesson that they need to take care of. And so you have to draw the line and to balance your emotions. And when it comes to the area of career, it feels like you are taking some time, and maybe in your career there's some kind of regulations that you do not want to follow, and maybe you are assertive, you know what you want. And so when there's some kind of limitations, regulations, you see regulations as some kind of limitation, restrictions as well, and you may not want to follow. And so you are avoiding, you may be sitting there contemplating, and maybe you just want to take time to avoid it, and you do not want to see the fact, or you just may not want to accept the company rules right now, because sometimes you know what you want and you know what is good for you and you know what to do. And so this month you will feel a little bit of limitation in terms of work, in terms of following the company's rules. And so again, take your time to find out your direction. And we cannot always break free from the rules set by the company, but at the same time you have to know how to strike a balance between being yourself and being part of the company. And sometimes there are some rules that you need to follow. For example, being punctual, going to work on time, and leaving at work as some following the guidelines of the company rather than leaving the company early. And so there's always rules to follow, but then maybe there are some rules that you feel that you may not need to follow. And for example, take time for yourself. Maybe when you work in the company, and suddenly you feel that you need to get away from your seat for a while to get some kind of inspiration to connect to yourself. So you can leave your seat for a while and find the direction, find some kind of inspiration, and take some time for yourself, even though you are doing this in the working hour. And also stick to your own integrity, basically. Even though some people or some company, maybe the company you work for may have some kind of hidden agenda, and it may violate your own integrity. And so here you may need to draw a line to balance out what is the integrity that you need to follow, what is the rules set by the company that you may not wish to follow. Alright, so try to find a direction for yourself. And some of you may be just waiting for opportunity for job, and maybe you have been sending out some letters to find jobs, and then now you're waiting for some news. At the same time, some of you may just want to change the career field, and you're finding out your direction, to find out a new direction for your new career. Alright, so take your time. And when it comes to the area of how you connect with others emotionally in the public setting, it feels like here you feel like you are trapped between two things. When you want to move forward, there seems to be some dangers, some kind of a fiery passion, or some kind of anger that you may evoke in others. If you would like to take your creativity forward to present it to others, you worry about angering others. At the same time, maybe there's some kind of a strong passion that you may want to watch out when it comes to creative energy or fiery energy or passion. but at the same time, there's no point in turning back. It feels like once you are there, and you cannot move backward, and there's no turning point at this point. It feels like there's no turning point if you move forward, and it feels like you are being trapped. You are not 100% moving forward, but then you are not willing to move backward. So there's some kind of between moving forward or turning backward. You are being trapped in the middle between moving forward or going backward. Once you feel that you move forward, there's no turning back. But then before you make a decision, you have to find out which choice is the best choice for yourself. Listen to your own intuition. Listen to your own creativity and your creative mind and energy. It feels like even though you are turning back, you are going backward, and it's a lot of challenges, and it feels like there's like a trap, and there's like falling down into a cliff. So what can you decide? Moving forward, dissolve yourself into some kind of passion, or there's a risk, taking a risk of angering others, or going back and then free falling into a cliff. And also it's good to look at whether there's some kind of blind faith going on, like everything looks so bright, okay, let's move forward, that kind of blind faith. But at the same time, you have to take time to judge for yourself. Sometimes we have to see through the illusion by being in the present moment and asking our higher self guidance. We are able to make a decision. When something feels wrong, it feels wrong. When your whole being, when your muscle, your whole body, or your whole emotions, or your whole soul is telling you, okay, this is a bit off, then you try to find out what is so off about something by listening to your soul and listening to your intuition. And intuition comes at a very quick space, a very quick, just 1 or 2 sentences, and there's no persuasion. All right, so fear has some kind of a persuasion. Fear is about whispering to tell you, okay, not to do this because you will end up this and this. But intuition is really quick. The information comes from intuition will just be quick and present themselves in a very simple sentence. All right, so when you find yourself thinking and worrying, that may be just the fear, the ego fear. All right, and so you have to look at whether to take a leap of faith to move forward, or to fall into the old pattern of the self, fall into the old pattern of accepting how others fit your, to limit your own, to fit your limitation of the self. Or okay, either you are going to move forward, or you are falling back into the own limitations set by others that see you as the self. All right, so how others view you may not be your true self. How you present it as yourself to others may not be your own self. So you have to find out which part is your true self, and find out your direction. All right, and when it comes to the area of how you connect with others emotionally in a private setting, it feels like in a private setting you are quite assertive, and people around you already know who you are. You are free to express yourself, and there's some kind of strong support from the people around you. And so with this strong support, and also with your hard work, with the efforts that you put into, And actually you are creating something for yourself, and there's some kind of hard work and being yourself and reviewing who you are and feel free about who you are. There's some kind of there's some kind of liberation, freedom going on. It all comes to hard work. It all comes to your own man-made effort, okay? So there's no so don't wait for luck to come to you. It feels like when you put a lot of hard work in relationship, to put a lot of hard work in establish some kind of connection with the people around you, the more you feel you gain support from others. So it's man-made effort. It's more about you making an effort to be who you are and be assertive about yourself first, and then the luck will come. Just like sometimes, even though you have wings, you have to wait for the suitable wind, right? So you know your own skills, you know about yourself, you know your own talents. Your own talents is certain. You know about your good qualities. You know about your fuel. So when the right opportunity comes, you spread your wing, and then the wind will carry you to where you need to be. Okay, so first, polish your talents and skills and gain support from the people around you, and be assertive. Use the channel, the strength and the focus to bring focus to your direction. You need the focus in order to know your direction. And when the opportunity comes, that is the wind that will carry you to your own direction that you set for yourself. Alright, so wait for the right opportunity, and then when the wind comes, spread your own wings, and then you are able to fly to the direction that you need to be. And so you will be free and liberate yourself, and you will be free about who you are and completely transparent about who you are, and you are able to feel the strong support that coming from other people. Alright, so before you gain support, know who you are, be who you are, and go to the direction that lead to the path that you need to walk on. And yes, so enjoy the journey. There may be a lot of some kind of traveling to do. I feel that it's about the soul traveling, and maybe some of you may have a physically traveling to somewhere, and some of you may have a little bit of soul searching, getting to know your soul's destiny, getting to know your soul's destination, and slowly spread your wing and travel and embark on the journey of this soul searching, embark on a journey of this soul's journey, and go on your way. Finally, you are listening to your soul. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and for personal reading, please click the link below. See you next month. Bye.